Hi, Scorpios, and welcome to your February 2025 read. All right, it's all about love. Always, not just for Valentine's. Okay, this read is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus. Using the Past Life Oracle, let's see what thread you're working on from another lifetime of karma. Oh, the arts. I love it. Music, right? Sound healing, I heard. And that could come from, as you can see, this could be something that has, I mean, it wasn't created yesterday. Sound healing has been around since ancient times. And they have not called it sound healing, but everyone knows music soothes the soul, right? So someone in the arts, someone could be play guitar, play piano, and or write music, and or it's just all about the fact that music does soothe the soul. And that is true. Now, I'm using the Romance Angels to start with this time because it is all about love. Let go of control issues. Scorpios. Engagement. And this isn't just the actual, it could be literal, of course. Congrats if that's what it is. But it's also engaging in adult a conversation that needs to be had instead of trying to control it, you know? Not controlling gets to a place of knowing. Calling in your soulmate. There it is. Gets you to a place of I know instead of I don't know. Because part of controlling any situation in life, is telling spirit, is telling God that, wait a second, I know better. And that's your ego. So the ego always tries to control. But then we have a sit-down convo, right? And the conversation needs to be one of equal give and take, of course. And that's what we have here. Someone may want to come back into your life who there's admiration, adoration, instead of aggression. There's a feeling here of vulnerability between both. Okay? And then we have calling in your soulmate. So someone's been praying on a connection and being able to bring in that connection, not through control, but through, romantic gestures, not just a conversation, but a compassionate conversation, a compassionate romantic gesture. And or for some or others, engagement. Okay, I'm going to my go-to, the Tarot of Dreams deck. I just saw Judgment, so this could be someone that you used to know. I also love the fact that I just saw this and they want me to point it out. There's a letter here. I mean, who writes letters anymore, right? I mean, and why? Why don't people take the time to show they care? Because the computer age has taken over the essence of the heart. And I love to see this because whoever maybe you're dealing with, you and or they do not believe in not showing affection and romance. Okay. And I mean romance in affection. I'm not talking, you know, sex, drugs, and alcohol. There we go. So this eruption has taken place because someone obviously has been trying to control what's going to happen, maybe wanting an outcome that isn't isn't divine timing. It's all about divine timing. That's where the ego says, okay, well, wait a second. Scorpio, you could be dealing with an Aries, Leo, Sag, or have that in your chart. But seriously, someone is definitely letting go of how things should be and wanting a new beginning. And lucky for you, this iguana is your lucky charm. So that is a lucky charm. That could mean someone could have a lizard tattoo, or in the home, lizards in the home, or even outside the home where they live. And you can see here also, someone realizes that in order to start this, we have to have this, which is the sword of truth. And it's not about controlling that part. We need to have, the truth must be spoken, the way forward, instead of worrying and thinking the worst is going to happen. So sometimes, unfortunately, in the times that we live in, we have been so programmed by others outside, as well as our family and friends, to think negative, think the worst is going to happen. When's the shoe going to drop? And how does that outcome happen? This is controlling the terrain. That's what this is. I need to have the last word in. And it's a 5. So understand, you're not, what is the saying? You can catch more bees with honey instead of being negative, instead of listening to others, instead of talking yourself in or out of something because you fear the worst may happen. I mean, that's a real thing. Unfortunately, it is. I mean, do you remember when it switched, when we changed from being, oh my God, really, this is going to work. I know that God had a hand in this. I know this is going to be, and whatever happens, happens. I accept and understand it, but I feel it in my heart. Where did that go? And especially now with, AI stuff, it is all robotic. So you have to stay in your heart space. And when your heart opens, miracles happen. So someone wants to reach out. There's a reach out here. And this conversation is going to free you and another from the negative worry from outsiders and within. Right? Because it's very clear that this 5 of Swords has inflicted a lot of added negativity to the situation with the control issues. That's all control. I know better. This is my way or the highway. That's not a two-way street. If you're dealing with, especially a soulmate is give and take. Any relationship, any partnership is give and take. Right? We're on the same page. And subconsciously, the subconscious is the only one that knows. And then when the subconscious reaches consciousness, we want to avoid controlling, and we want to go and have the conversation that lends itself to a better understanding instead of a misunderstanding. And that's where the healing has been happening, perhaps with an Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. And I mean, seriously, negativity, self-sabotage, self-sabotage is talking yourself out of something that you really want. But when you want something, Scorpio, is it your ego that wants it, or is it your heart? Because you have two sides here, and in between both are the engagement of engaging in a relationship, agreeing to merge thoughts, lives, belief systems. Even though someone may be different from you, younger, older, culture, whatever, we still pray. Someone is still praying and saying, oh my God, show me the way, because obviously the way that I've been trying to control the terrain has been all, to no avail. It has not. There's a reason why we say to no avail. To no avail, meaning when someone wants that commitment and the other person doesn't, that should be a conversation. And I say that because this is engagement here. That's why I say it. It's cool to reach for the stars in a relationship, but who's controlling it? It truly is. The control's here and the heart is here. Now you know who's controlling it. Seriously. You know the love. You know the one that you want. You already know it. It's been written. And the one that we always want, or we've been searching for, that's why we say the one. First of all, when you search for the one, or actually not search and not control, when you put your hands up, that's why I moved the camera a little so you could see. The hands are up. Someone has surrendered. Someone said, God, show me the way. So one's letting go of control issues is bringing the essence of the one. We have to be the one before we can ask someone else to be the one or want to be with the one. That's just the way it is. Okay, we did talk about Gemini, Libra, Aquarius right here, and that is the issue. You get what you get when you give love the same way that you want to be loved. If you're not going to give 100%, or someone else isn't going to give 100%, then what are we doing here? And that's what this has been about. I also feel someone has really let go of needing to know, well, is this going to lead to us moving in together, getting engaged, whatever. It's right here. That's the reason why I'm saying it. I read the cards through spirit and wanting another shot at it. Because why? Why do we see the wheel? Because in the 11th hour, with everything going on in the world today, perhaps, two people are now going to be able to admit that they want to be together not just because of the glitz and glamour, but because their hearts are speaking to one another. And what they say is, in the blink of an eye with the wheel, as you see everything going on in the world today, in the blink of an eye, we could be gone tomorrow. Right here today, gone tomorrow. Bottom of the deck. The pain is real. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. What is that? Okay. Oh gosh, they're saying, okay. They're saying, hurt me once, hurt me twice, you know, what is it? Hurt me once, my fault, hurt me twice, your fault, and then hurt me 3 times, who's to blame? I know there's a saying that's, I don't know, I know I'm not saying it right, but I do know that someone's pain is real, and it has been going on for quite some time. It is karmic justice as well as divine timing. That the need to control, like we said, the sabotage card is reversed because controlling it and wanting, you have to just want the same thing someone else wants, and if they don't want it, then don't waste their time or yours. Right? Yeah, so that's a confirmation. Let's not waste time, because the time is right here. And now it's, we have to give and take on the same, we have to be on the same page. Same playing field. They want me to go again. Same playing field. Oh, wow. And that's when you get the real deal. That's when you don't expect. When you don't expect, that's when the magic happens. Don't we know that? So there has been someone who's been holding back, right? Holding back. Not sure, honestly, not sure if revisiting a situation, because is someone involved in another? Oh my God, look at this. Look at what's going on here. Oh my gosh, look at all these people. Or it's one person in the mix. Hold on. Okay, so I'm going to say it, Scorpio. If you're dealing with, all right, we do have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius here twice. So there could be someone here that's already in a commitment, and that's where the pain is. And they may have, it may be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius with Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, or Aries, Leo, Sag. So whomever's looking at whomever's interested in whom, there is someone who's already in a committed relationship, marriage. This is marriage. Someone's married. I'm just going to say it. This is a marriage between two people, and the reason why this could be their moon or rising, or rising. So that's how I feel when I saw these cards, all these people. I felt, and Scorpio, you could be an Aries, Leo, Sag moon, or a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn moon. But then comes, they don't want me to change decks, I guess. Then comes the conversation. And what's the conversation? Letting go of, wow. Letting go of perhaps a secret lover. Maybe someone has an attraction to someone who's already in a relationship, or Scorpio, you may feel that someone's involved in a relationship. However, if they are not in a relationship, you may be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius who wants to be in a committed relationship, and that wasn't a possibility, or there was something that held you back or them. This is the hold back right here. There's some reason, for some reason, whatever that, you don't make it fit, but someone is clearly wanting the one. But if there's a secret lover, got it. They had to probably cut someone out because there's a lot of people here. But if not, someone got cut out or left because we wanted someone, or someone made the decision to leave because someone was not emotionally ready to want this commitment, engagement, or whatever. So someone could have gotten scared and ran. A runner chaser could be. And decided, well, either I deal with this person in terms of we live, in separately. I get out of a third party, meaning you, Scorpio, if you're the third party, or the Gemini, Libra, Aquarius is the third party. But because I have the King and Queen of the King and Queen of air, I don't think so. I feel someone now is ready to come back to commit. If they're not already in a committed relationship. You got to understand, fool me once, fool me twice. Seriously. If someone's ready to come back for this purpose, then now maybe you are taking control. We have Aries here, so it could be you're a Scorpio sun with an Aries moon or rising. So someone definitely wants to come back around and offer up an opportunity, but it can't come with this in there. So we're going to have to look at this really deeply. And look at this. This Aries, Leo, Sag. Okay, so there's so many people here. Look at this. So now I have two people, and I feel that this is your moon or rising. I really do. I do feel that someone is dealing with there's a lot of people. So here's the thing. If we're dealing with someone wanted to be in a committed relationship and they weren't able to, so the Gemini, Libra, Aquarius left, and it was, I feel, it was for some of you, the relationship, someone left because of this Seven of Swords. Okay, so we have the soulmate. So we know there's a soulmate connect, and this is your card. So, and you've had time to think. But here's where it gets interesting, because what is, and why, not what, why is the Seven of Swords here? That's what we have to figure out. So I'm using the vice versa deck for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Why is, what's the holdback? Is it going to be, is it going to be the boy that cried wolf here? Is someone going to want to come back around the bend, knowing that you're Soulmate is here, right here, right here, look. You called them back into your life. Right? But not wanting to see, let's see, what does the Seven of Swords mean for Scorpios? I mean, is this going to be a repeat? Because that's not going to happen. So it's the fear of being hurt again, you and or them. You've had time to heal. They've had time to heal. But 7 and 3 is 10. Someone could be saying, okay, and with this there, someone took control to ask, look at, a masculine. The masculine has learned, has become more, the wisdom that they've learned through this back and forth has really taught someone what this Ace of Cups really is about. You have, like I said in the beginning, you have to be the one in order to get the one, and to be attracted to the one that really makes you feel like you're home again. And soulmate relationships are quite different from twin flames. Soulmate is about the heart, is making hard choices and making the lessons are really rough. And they come in and out of your life, similar to the runner chaser. But if you don't learn your lesson, you're going to get, or meaning both parties not learning their lesson, you know, not caring for the, you know, to be in love and to love someone means caring about them before yourself. Putting others first, putting them first. Right? So as you move forward, you have 2 3s. Do I have any more? I don't think so. You have 2 3s. So it could be easily, for some of you, a third-party situation. And someone who is and has been in a 10-year, maybe 10 years. We have 2 10s. We have 10 of Cups and 10 of Pentacles. This person does make you feel like home. Or they're already married and involved with someone else, living together, married, whatever. But this is about loyalty. So is this. There's dogs in the picture. So someone could have animals. I am going to ask you to, for whomever this reading feels very, you're really vibing with this read, look at the Virgo read, because Virgo too had a, if I'm not mistaken, you guys, the Virgos, sorry, you were in their read as well, but the Virgo had the High Priestess twice. So that was like secret lovers. All right, so we got 2 3s out of this with the 2 10s, 10 of Cups. And so someone knows, and I feel that happened in the Virgo read, was someone is very aware that they could lose a whole lot more than gaining by leaving an already committed relationship. Not saying they don't want to. The Virgo probably does want to if they're with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but they're stuck. That was pretty much Virgo read, but you could look at it when you want, if you want. So the burden, for others of you, because that's not going to apply to all of you, those who wanted to control it by wanting the engagement, the marriage, all that, that could have been a turnoff for Scorpio. Maybe it wasn't discussed. It just wasn't on the table. You know what I mean? And that's what happens when you try to control the terrain, you and or them. You know, that's a lesson for sure. So the decision has already been made. Someone has gone, or may be coming back here, coming back to right the wrong of the inability. Someone may come back to say, I'm sorry to you, Scorpio, a Virgo, or a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Here's another 10. You're like starting a whole new life. The wheel's here. So we know that, and the Fool, we know that someone has definitely put their ego to rest and wants no longer to control it, but to let go and to be with someone. An Empress. Because that's who you let go control to be with. An Empress. Why? Because you're the Emperor. So this is a match made in heaven for sure. And this is a soulmate relationship that you have called in. But because of, you know, you do know, we all know that when we want something so bad, we find reasons to control. You know, look at how he's looking at her. Just let's look at that card, because we didn't look at it really closely. We looked at the other two cards. Right? Look at this card here. She's a single mom. And he's looking at her with his hand like this. Like, what? Why are you... He's almost... She's protecting her young. She's protecting her daughter or son. And he's looking, or he's been reading, or maybe he's trying to read her by telling her, right, don't control it, or try not to control it, but it's never been said. That's what it is. They never really talked about it, per se, because she's walking away. So and that's why the conversation comes in the middle, because at some point someone walks away and says, well, we never talked about that. The future, the longevity, the commitment. You know, we never really talked about it. It just could have just happened, right? Could have just happened. You know, it's those things that we take for granted. We do. We're in relationships and we take others for granted. So the I love yous are less. The inability to be, you know, to be in a partnership because there's no communication is a problem. If there's a third party, that's an issue. Someone's not emotionally capable of committing to a relationship that's 100%, so they settle for 50%, if that, if there's a third party. So there's so many factors here that could be going on, but the case remains that you do have two people coming together now in divine timing. Someone or both of you are fearful of the same thing happening. And why did it happen? Because there was no conversation. It was all about the ego and control. Well, this is what I want. I want the real deal. I want the one. And there was never, perhaps, a coming together, like you see here, of like give and take. Someone was holding back while another was like, come on, let's go already. Another 3. So if this isn't a third party, I'm going to say it. For some of you, it's not going to be third party. But this comes in to say it's third party. However, this comes in, if it's not a third party infiltration, this is someone's friends and family coaxed, coerced, and did not want Scorpio to be with someone because they know that if they are with the one, Emperor, Empress, if they are with their soulmate, these friends are not going to have the Scorpio going out with them all the time. And I think that was in the Virgo read, if I'm not mistaken, or Gemini. Right? These people don't like that Scorpio is not going out and partying it up. But now time has passed, and, you know, there's another 3. So if it's not a third party, which for some of you it really is, just saying, okay? If it's not a third party, because you now have 333. So a lot of you are saying 333 on the clock, on license plates, whatever. But if it's not, this means that out of your friends, family, etc., 3 out of the 5, say, or more, have influenced you, Scorpio, into letting go or not making the commitment, when maybe that is what you wanted, but someone was controlling the terrain for that, you know, and that really is not a sexy feature, you know. So now time has passed and we're now wanting to regroup. We've regrouped. I feel that you have regrouped and wanting to manifest the Holy Grail of the one. They want me to and make it work in terms of putting in the work. That's how you make it work. You put in the work, right? So I get it. There's a lot of factors here. And then look at this. Out of seven, yeah. Out of 7 friends, families, members, or what have you, you have 3 out of those that had to drop their control. That control issue, letting go of control, is being controlled by others and the influence that they have upon you. Friends, family members, whatever, were like, oh, come on, Scorpio, let's go out and party. You don't need to go home. You don't need to be with this person all the time. What's the deal? We never go out anymore. We never see you anymore. So control is not just your control or your ego. It is the ego of others that has dissipated and left. Either you got smart about it and told these are cups. Either you got smart about it and told these people, listen, I want to be happy, and stuck up for yourself and said, this is crap. I'm out. I'm going to get what I want. There it is. And look at that. And that's how they're closing me out, closing it out, the storyline. Look at that. To get there before it's too late. And who sees the shooting star? Star. Someone's a star. Someone's a shooting star. Someone depicts a shining star. I just saw 4040 on the clock. Sanctuary. That's the Hermit. Someone really needed to get alone time, to be in their cave, to go back to the cave. And what does that do? It goes back, it's going back to the drawing board. There's the Magician twice. Going back to the drawing board to see what it is that really matters and what you do want to create for your life before it's too late, for sure. Oh, wow. And who else? Someone got this. Might have been Libra or Gemini. And actually, this comes as the epiphany of knowing that divine timing is happening here. Because this is an awakening. This is finally realizing, coming to the realization, oh my God, right? And it's instinct, and there's the Empress. And here's where the compassion, let me put this down. Here's where the compassion comes in. It's like, okay, we did not talk enough. We did not share enough. We did not spend enough time together. And definitely the control of another and or friends or etc. external forces were at play because others had their own agenda. And now you've been through the dark night. You've been through that time of really, you know, the light bulb went on. And you've realized, Archangel Michael, you could be seeing them in your dreams, or they come to you in your dreams. Very different from you. Different in the sense that they're much more the same than you know. Culture, age, doesn't matter. This person's your one, for sure. So I leave you with that for this month. It's a beautiful read, Scorpio. Have an awesome month. Take care.